What's up, rare ones? It's your boy Trey, the Rarity, and I'm coming back to you with a new tabletop review of the latest and greatest from SpringField Armory, their new Hellcat Rapid Defense package chambered in 9mm. And that thing looks sweet. Well, let's get into it, people. Let's talk about how it arrives, okay? So obviously it was boxed up in a nice SpringField Armory box. I've already thrown that box away, but it come with the accessories and a lock and all that good stuff, like a normal firearm. But it also came with this nice carry zip bag here. So it's got your nice little SpringField Armory emblem on the front there. And obviously it was open. You open it up, you can put your firearm in there. This is before we get into the specs of the firearm, this is what came in the bag. You have a few Allen wrenches here, okay, a few Allen wrenches. You have your instructions on the hex optic, red dot optic, and how to sight that in and all that good stuff. A couple of mag replacement plates here, and then you also have like a threaded barrel cap for your barrel if you were to take off your compensator. So that came in there. Depending on what package you get, obviously this is the speed loader for the mag, so that's pretty handy if you're trying to really get some rapid bullets in there and quickly have at the range. So mine came with 2 magazines. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the first one. First magazine is a 10-round magazine. Okay, so it holds 10 right there. And the other one was a 13-round magazine. So as advertised, it's the highest capacity concealable weapon out on the market right now. So that is pretty awesome. So the difference is you have a little finger grip here, a little bit thicker plate at the bottom, which you can change out to be flush for your carry. Since then, I've purchased an extended mag that actually holds 15 rounds. 15 rounds of that bad boy. So that was I purchased that on the SpringField website. I think it ran about $30, 25 bucks, 25 to 30 probably, if I can remember correctly. So, and that's how big the base plate is right there. So that is all that came in this package here. Let's talk about some of the specs that are with this gun here. First of all, like always, let's do a safe check here. Gun is unloaded. Okay, I'm gonna go put that down there for a second. All right. So the Hellcats, the two biggest things that you're gonna notice from the previous Hellcat, the difference is the threaded compensator and then the paired up hex, what they're calling it's their line of red dots, and this one is their micro red dot hex wasp is what they're terming it. Micro red dot and self-indexing compensator. Okay, so that's the two biggest thing. Everything else is very similar or the same as the previous Hellcat. You still have your U-shape fiber optic rear sight and front sight, which is magnificent. It's beautiful. I'm trying to get you to see that real quick. And it does come with an option for thumb safety. I did not choose that option because this will be my primary concealed carry, so I roll with no safety option. So that is pretty cool. Also, they have a new trigger system. Okay, and their trigger system is their Gen 2 trigger system is what they're calling it, and it's a recontoured for enhanced ergonomics, and the Gen 2 trigger offers a more comfortable shooting experience. I don't know the actual weight pull, but it is a lot smoother than my previous concealed carry. Now I had the SpringField's XDS Mod 2, and we can compare that here in a second. I'll put them side by side, but just out of the box, this thing just felt more natural in my hands. But yes, so the trigger system, if you can see, I'm going to actually shoot this way so you can see. Okay, right there. So not bad. So it's definitely a refinement of their last trigger. So some reviews that I noticed when I first purchased this was really, the concern was really on the red dot. Okay, so it's a micro-sized red dot. It's optimized for direct low mounting, so you can co-witness the iron sights in case the optic goes down. They have it MSRP for around $299, and it's advertised as a tough machined 6061 aluminum body, and right around 65,000 hours of battery life is what they're saying. So again, I believe there's another optic you can get out there that can pair up with this, maybe the Shield, but the hex line is all from SpringField Armory. So this is their micro dot that if you buy the package, you can buy it with it, and that is exactly what I did. What I like about it, I definitely like there you got side serrations here for you to grip it if you need to pull the slide back out. You know, when cocking the slide here, it's built pretty rugged. It is built pretty rugged. One of the cons about this sight, and I'll try to line it up for you here. Maybe you can see there. Right there. So it self-adjusts according to the light. I will say if you are in a dark place with not much of sunlight or natural light, it's going to be kind of low. So you might have to rely on your iron sights there. But the biggest thing that I heard was when moving from side or trying to quick target acquisition, the dot is not centered the whole time. Okay, so that kind of can play some eyeball games with you when you are trying to lock on sights. At the range, when you're still and you can focus and you're not drawing out of your holster or anything like that, yeah, it fares very, very well. But in case of the situation where you are actually defending yourself and you have to pull from your holster, this might not be the most secure or safest or strongest, I should say, point of the gun for your optics. You know, you might have to rely on the irons, which the irons, like I said, are awesome. I mean, they're tritium iron sights. They light up, you know, they get brighter, with sun, direct sun, and those things freaking kill. They're awesome. So I could see myself carrying without the optic, and I just zeroed it in not too long ago at the range last weekend, and I'll show some video of me shooting here in a little bit. But after I zeroed it in, I liked it very well. I mean, it did its job, you know. But the co-witness is awesome. But if you're pulling and you go from one target to another target, the swaying and the optic, the red dot not being in the middle and taking a long time for it to get back centered, that might be an issue for you. Okay. Like I said, this one I bought it without the manual safety. So it comes with the 11 and 13 round magazines, which is standard. You have your tritium U dot, is what they're calling it, iron sights. So the threaded barrel, okay, the threaded barrel is a 3.8 inch hammer forged barrel, extended and threaded. So you could take this off, and I believe there is an attachment for a can silencer, okay, which I would love to kind of just mess around with, but I haven't really dabbled in cans or silencers or anything like that. So that's something that I would love to get into and look forward to doing. But so if you want the self-indexing compensator off, you can take it off, and again, it comes with this thread cap here, so you can just screw that on and you're good to go. You're good to rock and roll. So what the compensator is advertised to do, okay, is you can maximize your rapid fire with muzzle control, obviously, right? Okay. Do I feel like it helped with my first start, my first time shooting out of the box? I do think so. I do think that it helps with muzzle climb, especially if you are trying to rapid fire, which I did a few times. My main objective to go into the range at that point was just to zero in the red dot, but I was able to do some rapid fire after I had it zeroed in, and it felt great in my hands. Again, I don't have huge hands, so this being as thin as it is, and with the ergonomics and the grips and everything, it really felt great. So I do think that the compensator helps a lot, pushing out that blast and really controlling the muzzle. All right, so what I have here is the Hellcat, and then my previous carry is the XDS Mod 2. Okay, so the XDS was a 3.3 inch barrel. They're both 9mm. The max carry with an extended mag, I believe, was 9+1. I think, actually, let me see here. Yes, so this is what I carried, 9+1. A lot bigger than. That's the difference. Thicker, but again, 15 here, 9 here, both 9mm. So, but if you look at the back of the grips, not much difference at all. Obviously this has a pressure safety there, but not much difference, but you get more bang for the buck, literally more bang for the buck, with the extended mags and the capacity carry for the Hellcat. So that was one thing that I really liked. Let's take a look at the difference in triggers. Okay. That's the trigger point again. In Gen 2, as opposed to Gen 1 there. Okay. So the angle's much better for a nice, smooth, crisp, as opposed to that. Okay, so definitely like that already. The slides are pretty much the same. You do have a round chamber in the round indicator. It pops up when you have a chamber in the mod 2.0. In the Hellcat you don't, but you have still an indicator right here, and that allows you to see if you have a round in the chamber. Okay, so that's pretty neat too. All right. There is not an ambi mag release here. It's only on the right side. Of course, you can get it oriented to where it's on the left. I do not think that they have one that is ambi for the mag release. I could be wrong, but like on the mod, right there, you have one on the right side and you have one on the left side. So that's something that you just have to get used to. Sometimes because of my small hands, sometimes I release with the back side instead of my thumb. But now with the Hellcat, I have to make sure that I can't release on the back side here. I have to release here on the front side where my thumb is at. But that isn't really that big of a deal. It's just gonna come with reps. So those are the major difference. Let's look at it as a whole scale here. Try to compare as much as we can. I'll try to do the best I can here. Okay, so again, thickness, all right, and then length, slides, about right there. So the mod 2.0 is a little bit longer in slide, but yeah, the compensator obviously that makes up for that and sticks out a little bit. The trigger housing is pretty much the same. The only difference is the actual trigger mechanical system itself. Okay. The width of the slides are pretty identical. Okay, pretty identical there. I have a red fiber optic on the front, which you could always change out. But man, I love the green. I've always been a green fan. On my Scorpion CZ, on my 300 Blackout, I have green optics. I feel like my eyes adjust better with green. I don't know if they have the hex line out with the green dot, but that'd be pretty neat if they came out with it. There are obviously other brands that have green dots out there, but that is, let's see, I'm trying to pull up the dot for you. And you can see it right there on my finger. Right there. So some pros and cons. Again, the dot, is it worth $300? In my opinion, no. In my opinion, no. I don't think it's worth getting to use for protection. Now if you're doing competition shooting, you know, if you want something to feel a little bit more confident in your sight picture, then maybe get it. But so far my eyes are still good, and I've been used to just running irons all the time and not RMRs, you know, or any red dots. So I just don't think if it had, you know, adjustments to where I could change the reticle, or you know, it was a solar panel type deal where, you know, it would charge in the sun, and then the optic would be bright in any setting, but really the optic is only bright when you're out in the sun. So like if you're dark at a movie theater or something and you have to draw, that may be kind of hard to get the actual sight picture up. But other than that, man, the ergonomics of it, the grip texture, the trigger is just beautiful, and I really do believe in the indexing compensator and the muzzle lift on that. And obviously the Hellcat being advertised as one of the highest capacity micro or concealable guns, weapons, is, you know, what drew everybody's attention to it. So that is just awesome to have that security, that extra security of knowing that you have more rounds in the gun. Alright, all in all, I hope you enjoyed my review. Again, this is just basically sold on my opinions. Again, the disclaimer, SpringField didn't send me any this weapon for review or anything like that. It was a personal preference. I've always been a SpringField Armory fan. I have multiple weapons from them, multiple guns, and you know, I think I put 200 or so rounds last weekend through the gun, kind of break it in and all that good stuff, and no malfunction, none of that. I've never really had a malfunction on any of my concealed or carry weapons. So I really do like it. I would give it, without because of the optic, I would give it a 4 out of 5 stars. But for being a gun that's priced around $900, you really do get a good package with it, as far as the magazines go, the compensator, the trigger's phenomenal, and then you have your iron sights. It's this beautiful thing. Yes, the red dot can help in certain situations, but I don't think it is a situation where it's universal for everything, that it's going to be a positive for everything. I think there are some cons with it, and hopefully, you know, SpringField comes out and they're you know, they're just going to improve on it and bring out a better line, or maybe somebody else does. I know there's other companies out there that have produced other red dots, and you know, that might be better fitting for you. So but anyways, rare ones, that is my review on the SpringField Armory Hellcat rapid defense package. If you like the review, please leave a comment, tell me your thoughts, what you conceal carry, if there's another conceal carry weapon that is very comparable or competitive to the Hellcat, let me know. If you like the review, drop a like, subscribe, follow the channel, and we'll see you around the next one. You guys stay classy.